How's it going, everybody? Welcome to We Do Tech and also to my studio without any power. So that's why if you've seen some of my previous videos, there's usually a lights, there's usually better lighting and everything. Currently, I don't have any power, so I'm making do with some portable battery power lights. But anyways, for today, we are going to take a look at the G-Story GS156 portable gaming monitor. Now, if you have watched some of my videos before, you probably came across the ASUS something name. There we go, it's nice, big and large. And that was also a portable gaming monitor, but it was super expensive. And it was a 17-inch model and it ran at 240 Hertz and it had also like a built-in battery and a stand and everything. So here we have it. Now it is from a G-Story. They do have additional monitors as well. We're gonna take a look at this one. We're gonna play some games later on once I'm actually on the farm and we have power again. All right, so we can see that this is a 165 Hertz monitor with 1 millisecond response time, 50.6-inch in display. It does support FreeSync. The cool thing about the monitor is that you can actually use it with consoles. And I know a lot of console gamers, like with the new generation consoles, you can play at high resolutions. And I think this is going to be something that's perfect for that, especially if you go on the go. On the road. So here it is. We can leave it to the side. It really feels kind of nice. It has like a nice flap there. And then you have a micro USB to a full USB OTG cable. You have your HDMI to a mini HDMI cable. You have your Type C to Type C cable. And then lastly, you have, all right, so this is actually a Type C to dual Type A ports. So that's quite interesting. I haven't really seen that yet, but this is probably for like power to get like additional all of the needed power out of it. So let's quickly open it up and see how it looks. So first up, you do have a nice little flap that just goes open like that. I think that's going to be magnetic and does have a nice soft inside on the outside as well. And then here it is. It's actually really light. So we'll take a look at the stand a bit later. But here is the display. On the back here, you do have some air vents there, or it could be speakers. I'll have to check. You do have 2 screws here. That's probably these 2. So possibly if you wanted to VESA mount them, you do have the option there. So quickly for controls on the side, you have your control wheel here, which is one of those that just bounces back. I believe you can push it in as well to select. Then on the other side, here you get all of your I/O ports. So here you get your audio jack. So you get 2 Type Cs, a mini HDMI, and then also your mini USB there, or micro USB ports. Power! All right, so as you guys can see, I finally have a power again, and this is how the set should look. So I'm really glad about that. And also in the meantime, I fiddled around with the G-Story monitor. I figured out the stand. I don't know if it actually before the power went on, but it kind of works like that, where all you need to do is fold it over like this, where it kind of sits like that, with the cover covering the screen, and then also here at the back, so it covers there. Then all you do is flip this one open, lift this one up, and then it kind of rests like that, where this doesn't really bend any further than that, so it stays in place. And it can go a bit forward further as well. Just make sure there's enough grip on the table. And of course there's magnets here, so make sure that they stay in place because they do move a bit. But otherwise, kind of works well enough. But anyway, for the cables, I fiddled around with this as well, trying to figure out what works where. And I found out that you do have multiple options to set everything up. So first up, let's quickly just pop this one down. See, it kind of falls off quite easily there. But anyway, so first up for display, you have 2 options. You can either use it with the mini HDMI or you can use it with the Type C. So this Type C cable has display and power, where you only need a single cable. And that is primarily the one that I'm probably going to use because it's really more convenient. Otherwise, you need to power the device, which you can also do with this Type C cable and then pair it up with the HDMI, or you can use this cable with 2 USB A's and then going into Type C. The problem with that is you're primarily probably going to use it with a laptop, and laptops these days don't have many ports. Alright, so I ran into a bit of a problem with my Aero 15 where the HDMI just didn't want to work, and when I use with the display port over Type-C, because that runs off of the CPU, I only unfortunately had the integrated graphics to actually work, and I was able to play CSGO, but not at the frames that I would have wanted. So unfortunately, we're gonna move on to our other laptop here. I'll fix the HDMI on that one, but we're currently using the Predator Triton 500, the Acer. Got everything set it up quickly here. So I got my keyboard, got my mouse, everything's connected here, and I'm currently running off the HDMI. Now to power everything, I'm using just the normal Type-C. Now the cool thing is that you can actually run it on the HDMI and also off Type-C at the same time. And it looks like you have a picture-in-picture mode here. I'll test that out. I haven't checked it yet, but currently this on the bottom Type-C is just for power. And then when I plug that out and actually take that to the top Type-C port, then it's actually going to give me display over Type-C as well. Then I'm gonna get like 3 displays here. There you guys can see I actually have 3 different displays, and when I go into the settings here, you can see display 3 is the HDMI, and then display 2 is the display port. So let's adjust our frame rates here. So I already see that we have 165 Hertz on the HDMI one. Display is currently also already 165, and our normal display is 144. This display is faster than our internal display, so that's pretty cool. Both also 1080p. So you're inside this menu.
Sell online and grow your business.
No, I don't want to. So you got a multi-window, so you can enable that where... Alright, it's kind of freaking out a bit here. It's kind of freaking out. Let's just see if I can get it to work. So you have your picture-in-picture mode where you have one with the HDMI, and then the picture size you can adjust to make it larger. You can have sub with 2 inputs. So what's the Type-C? So now it's switched to Type-C, but as you guys can see, it doesn't work the best, and I need to adjust the brightness here, because apparently every time it switches or you disconnect, you have to adjust the brightness, which isn't that bad, but I would have preferred if it was just like on 50 or 100 the entire time. All right, so it looks like you can put them side by side as well, but it like cut out there right away. There we go. But it gives that. Kind of sucks. It would have been cool if it worked. All right, so it's definitely not perfect. It kept like disconnecting here and there and everything. Didn't want to make up its mind, so. But we can quickly listen to its speakers. So it is currently on max. Here we can check out the menu. So you have a audio gain mode as well. Off. On. And it disconnected. That's much louder. Alright, got it back. It's weird, like it didn't happen on the previous... Well, didn't happen as frequently. But yeah, that's the speakers. And I have to say, I'm actually quite surprised at how good the colors on this display are as well. It's not like perfect, but it's honestly, it's entirely good enough. I'd even like edit videos off of it. It's good enough. If you need to do any heavy color grading work, then of course you have your laptop with the better display or an external display for that. But this is a gaming one, and my internet is really, really bad. Nice. All right, so we are instantly dead. Alright, it just connected. Alright, so we're back. But now with it switching between the two displays, and it's also the audio is on that system now. Alright, so I quickly just adjusted some of the settings, and now I'm getting to around like 200 frames. I'm steadily getting into the feel of it, and it's nice. Now, usually this... no! You're not going to knife me, get lost. It's not perfect, there is a tiny bit of like a delay or... yeah, it's a tiny bit of delay, like input latency or so on, where it doesn't feel as smooth, but it's still very good. What is wrong with me? I just want to say I'm definitely getting into the feel. Of the display. Oh no! I'm behind you. Whoa, that was a pretty good shot, if I have to say so myself. Now, as for the size, I took my hand off. Alright, now as for the size of the display, it is only 15.6 inches, so it's a tiny bit small, but it's big enough. I think if you have like somebody here. So I think if you do have like a console and you want to go on the move, maybe you have, I'm messing there. So I think if you do have like a console or like a mini PC, I think with a mini PC this could really work. Where if you are able to reach actually 165 frames on that mini PC. But otherwise, I think like the 17-inch would still have been a better. It does give you that slightly larger display for gaming, but you are sitting quite close to it, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a bother. Oh, this. So that's pretty much it for a look at the G-Story GS156 gaming monitor, portable gaming monitor. Pretty fun, and I'm definitely going to use this. Now, where I think this is really going to shine is where if you actually have like, again, a console and you want to go on a move, maybe like you're able to connect your console into your car and you can play on the road, like something like a Nook. I think that'll be so good. Then you'll be able to get like good performance out because those are pretty good, and then also you have a nice small package to take along with you. Pop it in a like laptop bag, and that's all. Now the sound is also okay. The colors are actually pretty decent. And then it's 1080p, so you're not going to get anything too crazy. But I do believe they do make a 4K 60Hz one as well. Now, again, issues, disconnect and stuff like that, but I think I'll get over that just to have like an extra display if I go somewhere, especially because I do go to the farm quite a lot, and having this along with me where I don't need to leave a monitor there or take one of the larger displays with it. I can do that, but it's just so much more convenient. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. I will possibly make like a little review on it as well, covering some of the specs and so on, some of the features, but maybe like a short or something. I'll see how that goes. And then, of course, in the vlog, there's going to be a bit more fun going on behind the scenes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment like always. I will leave a link in the video description where you can get it. And I will check all of you next time. Cheers, guys.